our grammar series on the third person singular. The third person singular. Now, what are the rules? We are looking at the third person singular. Important rules that you need to know. Important rules. We are going to look at 5 rules that you have to note when you are talking about the third person singular. Third person, that is the third person. When you are speaking, you are the first person. The second person is the person you are speaking to. The one that you are talking about. Something that you are talking about is the third person. Is the third person. Something that you are talking about, that is the third person. Okay? So, myself that is speaking, I'm the first person. In English, I'm the first person. The second person, that's the person I'm speaking to. What the person I'm speaking about, or what I'm speaking about, or something I'm speaking about, that is the third person. Now we're looking at when the third person is singular. Is singular. Okay? That is what we're looking at now. So we're taking rule 1. The first rule. We say with the pronouns he, she, it, or any other singular noun, or any singular noun, the verb in the present tense takes a special ending, s. You see that? If you are with the pronouns, if you are looking at the pronouns he, she, it, or any singular noun, the verb in the present tense takes a special ending s. Look at that. He walks, she walks, it walks, or remember s. We say takes a ending s. In the present tense, text s, so you don't need to swallow the s when you pronounce that. He walks, she walks, it walks, okay? Or any other singular noun. Lamin walks, Santa walks, Suleiman walks, Ami walks fast. Suleiman walks fast. He walks very well. Or she sings, or he sings, any other singular noun. Suleiman sings, Adama sings, Mariama sings, Lamin sings, s, ends in s. Look at this. It stops walking, or any singular noun. The bird stops, the car stops, the bird stops, the aeroplane stops. Remember, in the present tense. The car moves, Suleiman moves fast. He moves fast. Look at that, s, ending in s. Look at the s there. Suleiman moves fast. The car moves fast. The bird moves fast. The bird moves fast. So we say rule 1, the third person singular. Third person, that is what you are speaking about. Any person, anything that you are speaking about, that is the third person. When it is singular, 1. So, rule 1, we say with the pronouns he, she, it, or any singular noun. The verb in the present tense takes a special ending s. So that is why we say he walks, she sings, it stops, the car moves, Suleiman moves, my father moves, the car stops, the aeroplane stops, the ship stops, Mahanta stops or walks. S. Now let's go to rule 2. Let's go to rule 2. Rule 2 says here. Rule 2 says when the first person of the verb ends, when the first person, that is the person speaking, of the verb ends in S or X or CH or SH or O, the third person singular takes ES. The third person singular takes ES. Look at what I say. When the first person, I, watch, ends in CH. When the first person I ends in SH. When the first person I ends in X. Or when the first person I ends in O. The third person singular, he, she, it. He, she, it. He, she, it. Takes ES. Takes ES. Takes ES. For example, the first person of the verb ends, look at here, it ends in CH. I watch. It means that the third person singular, he, she, it, will end in ES. ES. That's why you say he watches, she watches, it watches, Suleiman watches, Ami watches, Fanta watches. You see that? ES. Look at another example. I finish. When the first person of the verb ends in SH, the third person, he, she, it, will end, takes ES, finishes. So, I finish, yes, but he finishes, she finishes, it finishes, Suleiman finishes, my mother finishes, my uncle finishes, my brother finishes on time. Look at another example. When the first person of the verb ends in X, the third person singular takes ES. It takes ES. So here, the third person singular, he, she, it. I fix, first person. Then, ending in X. The second person, the third person singular, he fixes, she fixes, it fixes, Lamin fixes, Okay fixes, Amin fixes, fixes the car, fixes, Santa fixes the car. Let's look at another one. It said, when the first person of the verb ends in O, ends in O, the third person, he, she, it, the third person, or any other singular noun, will take ES, we end in ES. Okay? We end in ES. So, that's what we say. First person, I go, but third person singular, he goes home, she goes home, it goes so fast, Lamin goes so well, Suleiman goes, Fanta goes, Sise goes, Harriet goes fast. You see that? So, that these are the first two rules that we are going to look at in that. Remember the two rules that we are looking at here. First rule, second rule. Rule 1 says, when the pronouns he, she, it, or any other singular noun, the verb in the present tense takes a special ending S. He walks, she walks, it walks, the car moves. Rule 2. When the first person of the verb ends in S, X, CH, SHO, the third person singular takes I watch, he watches. I finish, he finishes. I fix, she fixes or it fixes. I go, she goes. Lamin goes. And so on and so forth. So if you like our video, please share, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up.